Hey gang, Jerry here, and today we're going to do another video on our C4 Corvette project. We're going to be replacing the sun visors on our car today, and as you can see right here, our sun visors are kind of in really bad shape. All the fabric's coming off of them, both of them. So we're going to replace both our sun visors today. We have our brand new ones right here and some of the tools that we're going to need to do this project. So what we'll do is we'll jump right into it. So obviously the first thing you have to do is remove your target top, and I'm sure if you have a C4 Corvette, you know how to do that. Once you have your target top removed, we're going to remove this trim piece right here, and it's held on by these two Phillips screws right here. Okay. Once you have those screws removed, we can remove this cover. Now this cover might be a little tricky, so it could be held in by this little trim piece right here, so just be very careful with it, and you might have to kind of finesse it to get it out from this piece right here. So this is the lower trim piece that goes for the window. Now that we have our cover removed, this is the screw that holds on our sun visor. So we're going to take that screw out right there, or I should say nut. Let's see what size it is. All right, it is a 8mm. So we're just going to loosen that up. All right, now we have our 8mm nut off, and it's also held in place by this little, I'm going to call it like a star washer. In order to get that out, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to hold it, and then we can use the sun visor itself by turning it back and forth to kind of unscrew this, and then there's a spring underneath it. I did bring a pair of needle nose pliers. You can try it. We'll hold it with the needle nose pliers. We'll unscrew it like that, and then allow it to twist back in. We'll unscrew it, allow it to twist back in, unscrew it, allow it to twist back in, and keep doing this until we get it removed. All right, have that off. Pull that out. There's that little clip. Our spring, like we said. And now the sun visor should just pretty much come out like that. Now we have a vanity mirror on our sun visors, which is held in by electrical connector, and now we'll have to take this lower trim piece off right here to get access to the connector so we can unplug it, and we'll do that next. It's just held on by some Phillips screws from underneath. Okay, so I've only taken this screw out and this screw out right here for our trim piece, and I was able to get the trim piece low enough to fish the connector out this hole. So once the connector is out this hole, we can push the clip here and hopefully disconnect our sun visor. And of course, these have been in here for over 30 years, so they might be a little bit of a challenge. Okay. All right, so we have our connector unplugged. Plug in our new sun visor, just like that. Make sure everything's working. We can just do a quick check while we're here. You can see it's got some nice LED lights on off switch, so everything's working there. We'll just fish this back up, fish this connector back up in here, and then replace our trim screws, and then we'll go ahead and continue on with the installation. Okay, so I put the connector on, replaced the 2 trim screws that I pulled out to get access to the connector, and now just go back with the process. So we'll put our spring in, and then this is our little star washer. Put that on, and now in order to get that started, should be able to hold the visor from underneath, and then take a larger socket and we'll just push down on this. Takes a little bit of effort. Okay, a little bit more. And we'll go a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Now I have enough threads exposed, you can see that there. We'll just go back with our nylon nut, take our socket, tighten that back up. And we want to get it back to somewhat the same position we had before. And you can see we just had like 1 thread exposed before. And you can see, feels pretty tight. Now, not too tight, able to operate it pretty securely. So I'm going to, you can see our weather stripping is in really bad shape. The previous owner had some tape here to kind of cover up the weather stripping, and there's some glue residue here. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up real fast before I reinstall it, so hang with us. So, by the way, you can see the weather stripping on our car right here is in really bad shape. That's why the previous owner had put some duct tape here to try to cover up. You see there's still some here that I haven't taken off. We will be replacing this weather stripping on a future video, so if you want to see how that's done, keep an eye out for some future videos. We got our trim piece right here all cleaned up, got all the tape residue off, so we're going to go ahead and install this back. Now just be careful that, you know, this is 30-year-old plastic, and just try to be careful when you're kind of finessing this back in place, just like that. We'll get our screws, put our screws back in place. And there you go. We have our brand new sun visor in place. We'll just go ahead and then we'll repeat that same process on the other side. All right, gang, we have both of our sun visors replaced. Looking great. Huge improvement than what was on there. Obviously, you can see what was on there is, you know, definitely worn out, you know, 30+ years old. So this will work on all of our C4 series, so 84 to 96 C4s, so not too bad of a job. And links in the description down below on everything you saw me use here today, and where you can pick up some new sun visors of your own. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're already not subscribed, we're going to have much more future projects coming on our C4 series. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Well, that's it, gang. Remember, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. All right, gang, take care and see ya.